Thank you for joining us on Black Investments Matter. I'm Antoine Anderson, and it is that time of year again. No, not tax time. We're talking about that credit maintenance time. Time to make sure your credit has not been compromised or attacked, and make sure everything is up to date. Let's get into it. For those of us that are lucky enough to even get a return, first thing you want to do before you make those big purchases that a lot of people tend to do around that time of the year is go ahead and check that credit report, because with those big purchases, sometimes you're going to get a credit worthiness check, whether you're trying to get a car, a down payment, or a home. Those are some of the people that are going to be looking at that credit report if you're not paying it all right out in cash. Now, with that said, you want to get in contact with the big three, which I call teeing off. Tee off meaning you're going to get in touch with TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, and go ahead and get these web pages down and get that out the way first. Once you access the website, of course, download or get a copy of your credit report. That's made available to you by law in the United States. You get at least one per year. I happen to know right now this year that Equifax is offering 6. And one of the tips that you're going to get out of this session today is that it's recommended that you check your credit at least 4 times per year, every 4 months. And just go ahead and make sure that the information shown on those credit reports are accurate and that you don't have any surprises, like anybody trying to open up any accounts under your name. This is critical. And that brings us to our second tip, which was, absolutely check your credit. Once you download that report, you want to go by line and make sure everything that you have on there jives with what you did. And for those of you who are looking to take advantage of those new price reductions in these automobiles, make sure when you get to those dealerships that you don't experience what I experienced, which was I went shopping around for a car at one dealership, and that dealer was authorized to run my credit one time. How about he ran it 4? Now you multiply that by the times or the number of times I went to different dealerships looking for a better deal on those cars. You can really jack your credit score up by having these so-called low impact inquiries into your credit and start red flagging the big 3. Don't do it. Authorize it to do one time, or don't do it at all. And if they won't accept the credit report that you bring with you when you make these purchases, walk out the dealership. And the final tip of the day is lock it or lose it, or freeze it at least. That is going to add another layer of protection so that random charges don't suddenly appear on your credit report when you're not using it. Open it up or unfreeze it or thaw it when you're attempting to make those big purchases, and only then. That way, if a credit check has to be run on you or your information, you're opening up a window when it happens. Close that window or freeze it when you're done. This is going to add another layer of protection, another hurdle for a potential hacker to try to get over before they access your information. This is a tool that came up with all the scams that's been going on. Definitely want to exploit that tool and use these websites so that you don't fall victim to the kind of mess that's going on right now. Let me know what you think about the video. Leave your comments below. Hit that like and subscribe button. 261 watched hours away from monetization. Thank each and every one of you for tuning in. I will talk to you very, very soon.